The Ullanor Triumph. I stood in the ceremonial guard so close to the heart of the triumph that I could hear the banner cloth rubbing against the shafts, the metal rings of the fastenings complaining in the wind, and the faint scrape of freshly cleaned stone beneath the boots of our armor. The sky above Ullanor was almost clear, too clear for a world that had burned for weeks and did not want to stop burning. Over the white arches, the sigils of the Imperium gleamed, carved with that cold precision that always gives me respect and irritation at once. Respect, because order saves. Irritation, because order often arrives too late. Ullanor, like all orc worlds, tried to resist even after death. It resisted with a smell that no water and no incense can truly erase. Beneath the festive perfumes, the greasy soot still pushed through. The sour bite of scorched promethium. The warm, metallic note of fresh blood. It did not smell like victory. It smelled like the price of victory. I was a veteran of the first company of the Ultramarines. My plate had seen more shots than it had ever seen parades. I was used to formation, to orders, to the emotionless execution of a task. But now something else was required. Here we had to look as if everything was finished, as if the Imperium had reached its peak and merely paused to admire its own magnitude. I forced myself to stand perfectly still, to hold my weapon, so that its edge caught the light and did not invite shadow. And yet it was shadow that I felt most of all. Perhaps it was fatigue, perhaps the leftover anger of a war that refused to leave the muscles, or perhaps the kind of foreboding that a warrior earns not from superstition, but from experience. Experience teaches that peace is never pure. Only facades are. I watched the central avenue and thought about how strangely memory works. The square shone, music lifted the air, the crowd roared and prayed, but inside my helm, behind glass and metal, the images of another Ullanor kept flaring and returning. Ullanor, where stone was black, where the air tore at the throat, where every breath was a contract